Okay, let's unpack this. We've been digging through a stack of reviews on one of the most talked about kitchen gadgets from the last few years, the Lomi Countertop Composter.
Right.
And the big question you've been asking is, heading into 2025, is this thing actually worth it? Or is it just a fancy, expensive dehydrator?
And that's really the core tension we need to get into. Lomi's whole claim is that it turns your kitchen scraps into usable compost. Super fast, super convenient, right in your home.
But does it really?
Well, the sources we looked at really analyze whether that speed comes at a cost specifically, the biological richness that, gardeners are actually looking for.
Okay, so let's start by looking under the hood. How does Lomi actually take a pile of food waste and shrink it down so dramatically, almost overnight?
It's basically a very accelerated, very contained process. The machine uses a combination of powerful internal agitation, so stirring along with heat and drying cycles.
Like a high-tech oven that also churns everything up?
Exactly. Think of it like a really rapid hot washing machine cycle, but for your food waste.
Mm.
You put in your soft scraps, coffee grounds, eggshells, and the device just heats and grinds them down until the volume is way, way less.
And on that basic promise, it seems to deliver. The reviews we saw confirm the output is this dry, crumbly, earthy-looking material.
Yeah.
And maybe the biggest win for most people. It massively cuts down on that awful kitchen garbage smell.
Oh, absolutely. The odor reduction and the volume reduction, those are undeniable wins.
Yeah.
But there's one practical note.
What's that?
The reviews were clear that you have to clean it periodically. If you don't, that residue can really build up and harden inside, and it becomes much less efficient.
Right, some basic maintenance is required.
What's fascinating here is really getting the distinction between this rapid reduction process and what you could call biological maturation.
Oh.
And that brings us to the most crucial point.
Mhm.
The difference between what Lomi makes and what a traditional compost pile in your backyard makes.
This feels like the heart of the deep dive then. The name is composter, which makes you think of a biological process. But this is mostly mechanical and thermal, right?
Precisely. That's the key takeaway. Lomi does not replicate the full, complex microbial breakdown that you get in an outdoor pile over, several months.
It's a different thing entirely.
It's the difference between a freeze-dried meal and a slow-cooked stew. You get the substance, the reduction, but you lose that incredibly complex ecosystem of bacteria and fungi that truly makes soil rich.
So if the output isn't biologically active in that classic sense, what can you actually do with it? If I'm a serious gardener, can I feed my tomato plants with this stuff?
This is where we need some real consumer clarity. Because the material isn't fully broken down and it lacks that vibrant microbial life, it's more accurately described as a soil amendment.
A soil amendment, not fertilizer.
Exactly. Or you can think of it as a mulch. It will absolutely help the structure of your soil, improve drainage and aeration, but you shouldn't rely on it as the main source of nutrients for plants that are heavy feeders.
So the Lomi is speeding up the physical reduction, but it's sort of shortcutting the biological process.
That's the perfect way to put it.
Okay, let's pivot to the cost of that convenience. Because the speed and the lack of odor are huge advantages, but those features definitely come at a premium in 2025.
They absolutely do. The sources were unanimous on this. The upfront cost of the unit is significantly higher than almost any traditional composting method.
And what about running it?
Well, the electricity usage for those hot, agitated cycles is described as not negligible. It won't break the bank, but if you're running it a few times a week, it adds up. It's a real trade-off compared to a passive outdoor bin that uses zero electricity.
So this really boils down to your motivation then. If your main goal is just to radically reduce your household garbage and get rid of that kitchen bin smell, Lomi seems like a clear, convenient winner.
It is. For that purpose, it's legit. But if your primary goal is to create that deep, biologically decomposed, nutrient-rich food for your garden,
Your prize-winning roses, as they say.
right, then the sources suggest you should probably stick with the slow and steady garden pile. With Lomi, you're investing in speed and convenience, not maximum microbial richness.
A really important distinction to make before you buy.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it does make you think, how will consumer technology continue to redefine these established natural processes? And what value, or what biological richness is lost when we consistently choose immediate speed over nature's slower, deeper cycles?
Something to mull over.
Definitely something to mull over as you're sorting your next batch of kitchen scraps.